In a quiet town, a young boy lived together with his parents. He had always had a big appetite, even since he was an infant. Above all, apples were his favorite. Any day he had an apple at hand was a happy day to him. And his parents, knowing this, had an easy time raising him. Indeed, perhaps an easier time than they ought to have had. At the first sign of complaint, they gave the boy an apple. The boy, seeing this, quickly learned his lesson, that crocodile tears are useful things indeed. As the boy grew, so grew his appetite. Though they spoiled him in his infancy, there came a day when even his parents refused his demands for apples. The tantrum he threw was frightening. By that point, he was massively obese, easily weighing as much as 3 grown men. To say the thrashings of a boy that size were beyond his parents' handling is an understatement. And so they had no choice but to keep feeding him apples. He grew still larger, and his demand for apples grew with him by leaps and bounds. Soon, most of the family's earnings were spent on apples alone. Before long, his parents lacked the means to feed him the fruit he craved, even if they wanted to. It was then the boy crossed a line. He raised his hand against the ones who raised him. In that instant, his parents came to a realization. The child they had once loved so dearly had ruined their lives. And so they abandoned him. At first, the boy did not realize the severity of his predicament. But blissful ignorance would not last long. Meals do not simply materialize before those who await them. Without his parents' unconditional love to rely upon, he was soon at the end of his rope. His corpulent frame soon wasted away to skin and bone. Though it be a child's understanding, he knew enough of death and what it meant. And so he wished with all his heart. If he was to die, let him taste one final apple first. Before the starving lad, a curious scene unfolded. An ash-white chalice hovered before him. Its voice spoke directly into his mind. "I shall grant you that wish." Not a moment later, a change overtook the child's back. Hideously disfigured shards of bone began to burst through his skin. The skeletal growth split into branches, and from them, green leaves and fruit of ruby red soon hung. The boy had come to bear an apple tree upon his back. His body served as the grim tree's roots. It drew up moisture from the earth and supplied that to the branches above him. Even now, his thirsty lips continue sucking up water from the dirt below, never pausing. For such is the life of an apple tree. That, it seems, was the price he paid. Yet it was a price the boy paid gladly. Indeed, compared to the thought of never tasting another apple, this was nothing. So thinking, the boy plucked the fruit hanging overhead and feasted upon it. His belly filled, he felt revitalized. Gradually, that nourishment filtered to his back and to the tree upon it. In time, it came to bear new fruit. Through that unending cycle, the boy was guaranteed a lifetime of apples. He was satisfied, though even in this form he was not without complaints. It said there are